Hey guys, this is Elias with Softfly, and in this video I'm gonna show you how to import an XML file to create WooCommerce variable products using WP All Import. Now, to get our file, I'm gonna upload that from my computer, like so, and then I'm gonna select WooCommerce Products from this pull down. Awesome. So, since I don't have any products here, so you can see, I'm going to choose new items and I'm going to create new WooCommerce products for each record in my data file. Now I'm going to continue to step 2, and here's our file. We have 2006 products. So that's good because that's the number of products we have. And we have here our ID, the parent ID, title, content, short description, SKU, price, stock, and well, all of the other data, including the attributes and images of all of these products. Now we're importing some sportswear stuff like hoodies, pants, maybe smartwatches and whatnot. And some of these products are variable, some of them are not, but we're gonna get that sorted out in step 3. So let's continue to that. All right, and here we just drag and drop stuff to whatever field we want this element to go. So I want this title element to be the title, but you can drag and drop whatever element you want, right? You can even place here static data or do pretty much whatever you want with this stuff, right? So here's the short description, and I'll drag and drop that here. And if I hit preview, you will see here's our title and our description. So this is looking good. Now, here in the WooCommerce Add-On section, I'm gonna select variable products, all right? And well, keep doing the same with it here. Just drag and drop stuff. Now here's my SKU, all right? Then the regular and sell prices, all right? And you will notice here is empty, but this is because this is a parent product. You can identify those in WooCommerce because the parent product ID is equal to 0. So if I go here to the next record, you will see this has the parent ID from the previous record. And you will see also that here in the regular and sell prices, we do have some info, right? So don't worry, every import file is probably gonna be a little bit different. This is a pretty standard one. So we're just gonna blast through it so you know how to import these kinds of files, right? If your file structure is a little bit different, maybe some of these elements are not the same, or maybe the variants are child XML elements or whatever, you can just browse through our channel or go to wpallimport.com, click on the docs menu, and you will find a lot more info on how to import other kinds of files, right? So let's continue. I'm going to enable here the manage stock option, and I'm going to drag and drop the stock element right here. Now for the low stock threshold, I'm going to type in 2, but you can pretty much whatever number works for you, right? Now here for the stock status, I could let WP import choose that automatically for me, but since I do have that stock element here, I'm gonna set this with expat. Now if you know what expat is, well, you know you can do pretty much anything you want here, some pretty crazy stuff, but you don't need to know what expat is to use WP import. So in this case, what this option that says set with expat, which you will find in most of these elements, means is that you can use an element from your file, right, and drag and drop that like so, right? And this will import the content of this element dynamically through your whole file, right? So that's basically what expat means if you don't know what this is, but if you do, well, go nuts here. Right, now I'm gonna jump into the attributes tab because I don't have any info for shipping and linked products, and I'm gonna add 2 more rows here. Now first attribute is gonna be called size, second is color, and the third one is brand, right? So I have my elements right here, so I'm gonna drag and drop this stuff, product size, okay, and brand. Cool. Now I need variations for size and for color, but we don't need variations for brand because the brand it's the same for all of the products. It's just offline, right? So we don't want variations for brand. It wouldn't make that much sense. So this is all looking good. If you want to know more, we have other videos where we talk a little bit more in depth about product attributes in WooCommerce variable products. So check that out in our site or in our channel. Now I'm going to jump into the variations tab, and here we just need to read very carefully all of these options and find the one that's resembles the most to the file structure we're using. Now for our case, this is the one we want, because this one says all my variable products have SKUs or some other unique identifier. Each variation is linked to its parent with its parent SKU or unique identifier. Now, this can sound somewhat complex or whatever, and this is the reason we have this example image right here below. So what this means is basically that our file has an SKU or another unique identifier, which in our case is the ID, right? Where each one of these elements has a different one, a unique one, right? And then we have another element which has a value referencing the previous one. So in this example, this is the parent product, and these two, right, have the same SKU here in the parent SKU as the parent. So WPL import will know like, oh, so these guys are the children from this little guy here, right? So I know this looks like a spreadsheet, but you can use the same logic with an XML. So I'm going to do that, dragging and dropping this stuff like so, right? If you hover on the question mark, you will be shown a little bit more information on how to identify this. Now, since this is going to work, I'm just going to scroll down a little bit and open up the images tab. Now here for the images, we have the image URL element. So I'm going to drag and drop that. But if I hit preview, you will notice that this preview looks broken. And why is that, right? Well, if I zoom in here, you will see we have these pipe elements separating our images. So we need to change this because by default, it's a comma. So I'm going to use here a pipe and hit preview again. And there we go. There are our images. Now, if I hit the run test button, WPL import will attempt to download these images just to make sure that it's possible. And since that's the case, this has been successful, I'm going to dismiss this and continue with my import. Now, these settings, I'm going to leave them as they are, but you can hover on the question mark and it will show you a brief description of what this option does, right? This will basically prevent some duplicate images, and this one will set the first image to be downloaded as our feature image. So those settings actually work for me in this example. So I'm going to just continue. Custom field section, we don't have any custom fields, so I'm going to skip that. Then taxonomies, I'm going to enable the taxonomies, and I'm going to select the products have a hierarchical parent-child product categories. So you can see that here, where each element is separated with greater than symbols indicating a hierarchical structure, right? So I'm going to select the first option that says an element in my file contains the entire hierarchy, and I'm going to drag and drop that stuff here, making sure that I have the same separator here. Now, same with the images, right? We can change that separator in case we're using a different one. So I'm going to preview this. All right, this looks good. So I'm going to dismiss here, and these options, I'm going to skip them. All right, if you want to know more about the function editor or any of the other stuff we just blast through in the previous step, just as I said before, go to our website at wplinport.com or check out the other videos in our channel. We have tons of info on each one of those topics. Now, here on step 4, it's pretty straightforward. Just click here on the auto detect button and WPL import will choose the right unique identifier for you. Now, if you want to know more about that, you can read this text or go to our website, but it's basically an element that will, element or combination of elements that will differentiate each one of these 2006 records. Now, WPL import needs to do that because, for example, if an element has the same unique identifier as the second one, well, WPL import will create the first one and use the second one to update that previous one, right? So it won't create two different records, which is what we want. So this is why it's important that this is a truly unique value, right? So don't worry about it. Click on the auto detect button and WPL import will take care of that for you. The settings, I'm going to leave them as they are. Same as before, you can hover on the question mark. We have a video here for the remove and modify WooCommerce products that are no longer present in this import file feature. So you can see that if that's something that interests you. And then we have here the scheduling options, and this is very useful and very requested with WooCommerce imports and exports. So you're welcome to take a look there and see what's going on. It's very cool, guys. Now, I'm going to just continue. And I'm going to run this import. Now, this is going to take a minute or two, so I'm just going to pause this video here and come back when it's ready. All right, so that didn't take too long. Let's see how our products came in, right? Let's go to all products. All right, and we have 189 products, so that's good. That's the number we expected. And all of this is looking really good. I'm going to see how this looks in the front end, where we have this beautiful website, and that's good. All of our products seem to be around here. So I'm gonna open this guy up, see what's going on. So we have our images. So those are looking good. We have our title, the prices, short description, some variations. And if I select some of these variations, you can see that the color of the image changes. So that's great. Now here we have our SKU. We have our SKU, the categories, description, and here on the additional information tab, you can see the size, color, and brand attributes. So that's real nice. And you can also see that the brand attribute, it's not being used in the variation settings. Now, let's see how this looks in the edit product page. And we have here our title, description, images, it's good. The category tree, which is looking nice too. SKU, stock management, low stock threshold, then the attributes, size, color, and brand, not used for variations, the last one. Then here on the variations tab, right, we can see all of the variation with different image colors, different SKUs. The sale price and regular price are looking good. The stock quantity, it's here. So yeah, there you have it, guys. That's how you import WooCommerce variable products using an XML file and WPL import. Now, I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you want to know more about how to import or export other WooCommerce data, like orders, products, and whatnot, or perhaps if you're looking to import some ACF, Metabox, or Jet Engine content, we can do that too with WPL import. Just check out the other videos in our channel, check out our website at wplimport.com, and see you next time.